Welcome to Irons United TV. Just after the Chelsea game, excellent results, 0-0 at home. Got a couple of lads here who are going to give their opinions. Introduce yourselves and tell us what you think of the game.
I'm Phoenix Flames.
You forgot your fucking name, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Sitting next to you. Personally, I thought it was an absolutely top effort from everybody. The only thing that I still don't get, me personally, is Anderson. I think he seems lazy. Whether it's because he's being played in the wrong position, I just don't know. I thought everybody else, you just couldn't fault anybody.
Do you think Anderson had a better game when he played against Arsenal in the middle?
Yeah, I do. I think if he's supposed to be a playmaker, then you don't necessarily have to be quick or chase all the place, as Carrick was. Wasn't the quickest, but he could ping a ball and he controlled it a little bit more.
So would you, if you were to put Anderson in the team, where would you play him?
I'd play him in the centre. I would play him in the centre, and I know Noble was absolutely outstanding today, but I would start winding Noble down, and that's not taking away anything about what the boy brings, but he's old and he's aging.
Dan, what about you?
I say with Anderson, the thing is, he might be a playmaker, he's got a bit of flair, he's got to get used to the way we play, but playmaker to who? Antonio today. He's, I mean, love the guy, but he's put on the timber and he's not as quick as he was. You can't be a playmaker for a guy that's 10 yards behind the game. Do
you think, given that we had Perez, should we have started with Perez, or should we have started with Yarmolenko up front instead of Antonio?
So like I say, you take the chance. We might not have got the point. Respect the point. I mean, we had the chances today, but we didn't go out there to win. We went out there to get a point, I think. So you see how we like 4-5-1. So we went out there for a point. We had the chances. We took the chances. Nearly paid off.
Does it kind of show how much we miss Arnautovic when he's not fit?
Yeah, I think it does. I don't think there was a lot of times when you could say that we really looked like we were going to score. With Antonio up there, and
well, we had 3 clear chances today. We had 2 in the first half with Antonio, and 1 in the second half, the glaring Yarmolenko header.
That come off Snodgrass. Unbelievable. Like I said to you when he took off Anderson for Snodgrass, so what is he doing?
And then?
What is going on? I think the thing about Snodgrass is he flaps his feet about, and like the opponent don't know where the ball's going because Snodgrass don't fucking know. But today it works nearly. Today it nearly works.
I must admit my heart sank when Anderson came off and Snodgrass came on. But fair dues to him. I'm not a Snodgrass fan.
That was a moment when I was like, we're going to get a point. And then Anderson went off and Snodgrass come on. I was like, oh fuck me, here we go.
But for me, Snodgrass, I'm not his number one fan, I must admit. But at that sort of time in the game, he closes down, he chases, and I think at that sort of time is what we was crying out for. Because they seem to be starting to get the ascendancy, and we were getting a little bit deep. And like I say, with Antonio, I'm only speaking on what I've seen, and it's not really impressed me for what we've paid for him at the moment. There's been little flashes of brilliance.
Do you think maybe it's the first season he's getting used to the league? Italian league is a lot slower.
It's slower. They just incorporate more flair into their play, don't they? Whereas with us, it's end to end.
Yeah,
I understand that, but for me, I don't agree. It doesn't matter if you're that good. You don't need to be world class to have passion and chase and close people down. There's too many times so far what I've seen, he's lost the ball and he's just, there we go.
Would you drop Anderson?
Maybe as it goes now, the way that we're building, I would maybe for a couple of games and make him realise.
But who would you replace him with? Man U next week.
Well, then we go.
There's the question, but I think Man United are there for the taking.
Yeah, I agree.
Personally, I thought today would be a very, very hard test, and in my opinion, I think we came through it with flying colours.
Man of the match?
Yarmolenko for me. Very close, but Obiang second. I thought he was outstanding today.
Dan?
As tempted as I am to say Noble, just for them great fails, tackles. Yeah, Yarmolenko. He was all over the shop. He's got his confidence, isn't he?
He has.
It would have been nice to have him playing up front, I think.
Well, that's the interesting thing. That's why I asked the question. You know, should we have played Antonio up today? He was frustrating for me up front.
Could have played him on the wing. He's been playing on the wing for so long.
Yeah,
Dropped Anderson in the midfield, put Yarmolenko forward. But got a point. We haven't lost at home.
No, and it made a change that it all went on. Oh, Fabianski's kept us in it, and they've had chances.
That's
it was nothing to do with him till right at the end.
I'm nothing but impressed with Fabianski.
Oh,
definitely. As I said to
definitely.
you, you shone a laser pen at him, he would catch the fucking thing. He is that quick. He is like a cat.
Well, it has been true. Fabianski has kept us in some.
He's kept the scores down. Yeah.
But today, our defence. I mean, Diop and Balbuena.
Yeah.
Great. The only thing I will say is move about a bit. At times, obviously, what we played with, 4-5, and they were all sitting tight back. So we had 9 players there defending, 6 of their players attacking. They shouldn't have been able to pass the ball around the way they should. I ain't going to moan too much about it. Respect the point, but
definitely.
We should have closed them down a bit more. I'm going to have to pick up a few loose balls along the way.
Absolutely. So what do you think moving on now? Are we seeing Pellegrini's plan beginning to come to fruition?
Saving Arnie for Macclesfield? Yeah, the thing is, like I say, we've got new players. They need to learn, some of them need to learn the league or the way we play in the Premiership, and the West Ham way, dare I say it, which is just 38 years of support. West Ham way still fucking baffles me, to be honest. But yeah,
we can go out and draw against Macclesfield on Wednesday, couldn't we?
Yeah.
They can get a replay at home.
I fucking hope not. You don't get do you get a replay on that?
No, it's not.
No,
it's absolutely not. No.
I don't fancy standing in a freezing cold pissy day rain till midnight.
No, I'm
trying to get down the C2C line.
So, what would you like to see? I mean, Macclesfield aside, the next game at home again against Man U. What would you like to see different?
Not a lot. The last 2 games is, I think, what the majority of West Ham fans want to see: some passion and effort. If you've got
we
that,
want to be entertained. We want to be fucking entertained.
We want to see people out there running their heart out.
But what do? Do we stick with a 4-5-1 and that just one up front, or do we go out there and give them some shit?
Maybe we've learned our lesson from Liverpool, where we went for it and we got stuffed. So
Liverpool going to stuff everyone.
But that is true. But against Man U, yeah, maybe more of the same.
Man U ain't the Chelsea. Man U ain't the Chelsea, and we've stood up against one of the best sides there.
Are Man U there for the taking?
I believe so. Yeah, I really do. So just as long as we show the effort and the passion, what we have done, I think we're there for the.
Where would you go? 4-4-2?
Well, I'd stay with 4-5-1, hoping that Arnie's back because he'll be more effective up front.
I agree.
But I've got to ask one question about defence. Masuaku
never gives the ball away
until
he goes to pass it. Masuaku's a midfielder. A lot of people don't realise he's a midfielder. He's not a defender.
There was a moment in the game
because he's a midfielder.
There was a moment in the game late in the second half when all he had to do was clear it, and he tried to mess around with it, and I think they got a corner out of it.
Yeah,
because he's a midfielder.
Yeah,
if he was in midfield, it wouldn't have mattered so much. You don't fuck around when you defence. Your job is to get the fucking ball upfield.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not picking on Masuaku, but he could have cost us the game. Maybe
you'd have his name on the back of your shirt if it didn't cost so much per leg.
Any other last thoughts, lads?
Going on defence. What is it with the defence trying to clear the ball and it going 50 feet up in the air?
Oh yeah, the Balbuena
down. Yeah, 50
Balbuena
It's like when you was a kid and you had
boomerang.
Remember the 50p balls when you was a kid you played? They were like blown up balloons, fit plastic. Bing,
and
50
back
feet up in the air and back down on the same spot.
Yeah, that was a bit.
Maybe we've got some new boats or something.
One thing I did like today, I know there was a few balls that were all over the place. I couldn't eat it. They don't sugar it, But the vision today, was better than I've seen. Some of those what we spoke about earlier on. Instead of that ball going across the park and being switched via 2 or 3.
Switch play without touching 3 players.
It was straight across and it was to feet.
Yeah.
And there was some good through balls as well.
Yeah.
Some good through balls which we don't seem to play.
So this does seem to be
that was the only way we were getting forward was a few through balls.
Yeah, it seems to be players gelling. Yeah. And so clearly something's working.
And they were trying to lay each other off the wings a bit, which is what was missing. That French snake went. Him and Cresswell used to lay one and run off, the other one run around the back. You'd carry on the
fight.
one
thing I know,
Anderson, today.
I know going forward, you said Anderson was probably
he don't like Anderson because he's there.
But defensively, I think he helped Masuaku out a few times. You know, certainly in the first half. You know, there were times where Anderson was playing almost as a left back.
That's what I like about him. You know, he's not always attacking minded. He will drop back when he needs to.
Yeah.
Which is the only thing I pick on, or the main thing I pick with Antonio, is when we were defensive, he was just standing on the halfway line and watching. That's the only thing. I know you said you think he had a great game and weren't so lazy, but I think he should have got a bit more involved. Not so much running round, but just got in the way.
Yeah.
Just got in the way.
And use all that weight that he's got, you know, to hustle the defence off.
He nearly went a few times where he was already up there and the ball come over, but since he's put on the timber, you know, he ain't got a pace. We did the same with Joe Cole. He got injured, we made him bulk up, and then he couldn't carry it. He put on a bit of muscle because he's getting pushed about. It seems the same thing we've done with Antonio.
I'm hoping, going forward, that when Lanzini comes back, maybe that will give Anderson
it's going to be a spark,
bit more of a spark. Yeah. I'm hoping.
Actually, it's a good point you brought me on the midfield. Wiltshire. Are we quite glad that he's injured at the moment? Have we looked more solid in midfield?
I've never been glad about a player getting injured.
Bad way of saying it. Bad way of saying it. Edit that out.
I don't think him and Noble can play in the same team.
Well, they're the same player, aren't they?
Yeah.
To be honest, they're the same player, same age. I mean.
So Wiltshire's the future when Noble retires?
I don't think he is.
No?
I think he may be a future coach because he may come back for a couple of games, but then I think he's going to go out again.
Yeah,
they're trying to push Declan Rice onto us to be Mr. West Ham now.
I think he's
that's his path.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, he had a good game, hasn't he? We've not mentioned Rice, had a good game.
I'm confident though, when the ball's going over, if Rice is there or thereabouts, I'm always more confident that he's going to get it, or at least put something in there. Do you know what I mean?
Since he left it and the ball went in the back of the net, we all said you learn from it. He's young, you learn from their mistakes, and he has.
Exactly. You learn from that mistake.
He's learned from that.
Right. Anything else, lads?
No, he's just annoyed me now. I don't want to talk to him for the rest of the day.
Coming, Brighton?
Yeah, cool, man. Well, depends.
Thanks a lot. Subscribe to Irons United and all that stuff on Facebook, Twitter, etc. And come on, your Irons.